Watching the station covering all of the DMV. This is DC News Now.
All right, thank you for joining us on DC News Now. I'm Shanika Grimshaw. We're going to get to your top stories in just a bit, but first we want to check in with meteorologist Jackie Layer. Now, Jackie, we are starting off pretty hot, but not as hot as last week.
Right. I mean, we're going to be still tracking those high temperatures back in the lower 90s later on this afternoon, but feels like temperatures likely into those upper 90s later on today, thanks to all that humidity. We also have that threat for some isolated thunderstorms, those popping up mid to late afternoon today. It's a marginal risk, 1 out of 5 on that severe scale. More widespread in terms of that thunderstorm development out there tomorrow afternoon, which is why there is a slight risk along and east of the I-81 corridor tomorrow afternoon and into the evening. This is also another reason why we issued a DMV first warn day, as some of those storms will contain heavy downpours along with some strong wind gusts. So again, make sure you are staying weather aware out there tomorrow. Highs today, low 90s, but like I mentioned, tracking that chance for some isolated storms. Go over the details, timing, and also a look at that 7-day forecast coming up.
All right, Jackie. Thank you. And today marks the first workday commuters will be testing out this new Better Bus network. WMATA calling it the biggest redesign in Metro's history. And the changes went into effect Sunday. WMATA says it's eliminated over 500 underused or dangerous stops. And there are new names for routes based on the county or city. They say it was designed to make travel throughout the DMV more efficient.
I don't really like it. I had to walk a while to get to the next bus stop.
Comes and you just go with it, you go with the flow. I'm used to it.
And none of these changes will have any impact to how much it'll cost to ride Metro buses. Those fares will stay the same, and Metro bus staff will be on hand all week to help commuters and answer any questions. And a reminder for Metro riders on the Blue Line, the Franconia, Springfield, and Van Dorn Street stations will close July 5th through the 26th. And this will be for scheduled maintenance, so there'll be free shuttle buses to replace those trains, and WMATA says parking at those stations will also be free. And developing now out of Virginia, police are investigating after 2 men were stabbed in Alexandria. Police say the incident happened at around 7 last night on Etzel Road near Bryn Mawr Park. The 2 men were found suffering from stab wounds, and right now the condition of the victims is unknown. And new details out of Frederick County, Maryland. Police say an officer shot at a driver after they allegedly drove toward the officer. Frederick police say they got a report of a suspicious vehicle on Mulberry Court just north of Route 70 at around 3 a.m. yesterday. Officers say they spotted the vehicle and tried to pull the driver over, eventually stopping in a cul-de-sac. The officer then got out of his car attempting to give commands to the driver, but the driver sped up toward the officer. The officer shot at the driver 4 times, but the driver got away. That officer is on leave, which is standard during police shootings, and anyone with any information is asked to call police. And meantime, the Supreme Court also giving Montgomery County parents a win. They challenged the public school system after it reversed its decision to allow parents to opt their children out of lessons featuring books with LGBTQ plus characters. DC News Now's Randy Bass reports the widespread reaction from parents on both sides after Friday's ruling.
After several years caught up in the courts, the Supreme Court ruling MCPS parents can choose to pull their kids out of lessons involving LGBTQ storylines. The president calling it a win for parents.
They lost control of the schools. They lost control of their child. And this is a tremendous victory for parents. And I'm not surprised by it, but I am surprised that it went this far.
Parents in Montgomery County feeling mixed on the decision. Donna Kohan says she was disappointed this had to happen and had to go so far.
Yet they decided to dig their heels in and take this all the way to the Supreme Court instead of just letting parents opt out. Like, if parents want to deny the real world around them, let them deny the real world around them.
But parents like Rosalind Hansen celebrating the ruling outside the high court, calling it a win for religious freedom.
When we send our children to school, we still have a right to defend and protect our religious liberties. The district had no problem fighting this all the way to the Supreme Court and spending millions of taxpayers' dollars to fight this when they knew they were wrong from the very beginning. All we ever wanted was to be able to opt out, not change any curriculum, not change any books, but to simply say not for our children, no thank you.
And the president of the county's teachers union, David Stein, says he worries about the consequences of the decision on students and educators.
The central tenet of public education is to expose our students to the world around them, to acknowledge the beauty and diversity of our communities. And what this does is limits that. And I know in Montgomery County, we're not going to stop valuing diversity.
And we did hear from Montgomery County Public Schools and the school board on this, issuing a joint statement saying in part, quote, today's decision is not the outcome we hoped for or worked toward. It marks a significant challenge for public education nationwide. And in Montgomery County Public Schools, we will determine next steps and navigate this moment with integrity and purpose. DC News Now's your local election headquarters. Over the weekend, Democrats in Northern Virginia named a nominee to replace late Congressman Gerry Connolly for the rest of his term. James Walkinshaw, Connolly's former chief of staff, and Walkinshaw will face off against Republican nominee Stuart Whitson. Walkinshaw spent 11 years in Connolly's congressional office. He received the congressman's endorsement after he announced that he would not seek another term after his cancer diagnosis. Walkinshaw also served on the Fairfax County Board of Supervisors. Stuart Whitson has never run for political office, but is no stranger to the federal government. He's an Army veteran and a former FBI agent. Both say their experience makes them qualified to finish Gerry Connolly's term.
The people in my district are ready for change. And so they're ready for lower gas prices. They're ready for affordable groceries. They're ready for strong leadership that'll fix the economy. And so looking at this race, looking at both sides, the candidates on both sides, I didn't see a person that could offer, that kind of background.
And I've seen he said that he wants to go to Washington to be Donald Trump's ally, that he wants to make DOGE and the DOGE cuts permanent. And I couldn't disagree more. Frankly, I think that's insulting to Fairfax families who have been harmed by Donald Trump and harmed by DOGE. And I want to go to Washington to put the brakes on Trump's reckless agenda.
Voters will decide who fills the remainder of Congressman Connolly's term, and that's on September 9th. And Independence Day is just in a few days. And a reminder, if you're looking to add a little pop to your 4th, most fireworks are illegal in the DMV. In D.C. and Virginia, the only fireworks allowed are the ones that stay on the ground, like pinwheels and sparklers. Now in Maryland, all fireworks are illegal in Montgomery and Prince George's counties, and penalties vary by location. And some safety tips on using fireworks from D.C. Fire. They say never allow children to light or play with fireworks and light fireworks on a smooth, flat surface away from flammable material. Also use longer lighting devices like grill lighters or grill matches. Never try to relight fireworks that have not fully functioned, and keep a bucket of water or hose nearby in case of a malfunction or fire. All right, now let's turn things over to meteorologist Jackie Layer. Jackie, I know a lot of people are expecting good weather for the 4th on Friday.
Yeah, it's going to be much nicer out there as we round out this week. Today, tomorrow, it's going to be hot and humid, though, and we do have a threat for thunderstorms, though, today and tomorrow. Should be dry out there by the end of the week, and also with lower humidity, too, for the 4th. That severe outlook for the day today, marginal, 1 out of 5 on that severe scale, so it's on the low end. Tomorrow, a bit more of an elevated threat for some strong to severe thunderstorms as a cold front will be approaching, and that cold front will be battling it out with the heat and humidity of the day tomorrow. So a slight risk out there for tomorrow afternoon. that's 2 out of 5 on that severe scale. And that includes the I-81 corridor and areas to the east, including the D.C. metro area. So you certainly want to be weather aware out there tomorrow afternoon. You still want to be weather aware out there for this afternoon, as we do see that chance for some isolated thunderstorms, similar to what we had over the weekend, where these storms are very hit or miss. So again, make sure you're staying weather aware. By 4 p.m., we're looking at some isolated thunderstorms around. Still a few storms around by 8 p.m. as well. But by noon, we'll see those temperatures upper 80s, but likely those feels like temperatures into the upper 90s when you factor in that humidity. But let's get right to Futurecast to show you the timing of some of those storms. Looks like much of the thunderstorm activity situated north and west of D.C. by 4 p.m. And we do have those clusters of some heavier downpours too with some of those storms. By about 8 p.m. we have a few storms around, but like I mentioned, very hit or miss. Not everyone's seeing those today. Tomorrow, though, a little bit of a different story. Tomorrow looks to be a bit more widespread across the area, out ahead of that cold front off towards our north and west. So we could already start to see some of those thunderstorms bubbling up as early as 1 p.m. tomorrow, but it looks like really much of the region included in the shower and thunderstorm threat between 3 and 4 p.m. And eventually these storms do continue to work their way off towards our east as that cold front continues to slide in from the west. Some of those storms containing the heavier rainfall along with those strong wind gusts as well, which is why we did make tomorrow a DMV first warn day. Back in the upper 80s just in time for Wednesday under a mix of sun and clouds. So Wednesday looking nicer. Also still looking nice for Thursday and Friday with lower humidity, so it'll feel a little bit better, feel a bit more comfortable. And we'll see those high temperatures as we round out the week. Middle 80s just in time for the 4th of July, and then a little bit hotter out there as we look ahead towards Saturday and Sunday for the holiday weekend. Upper 80s, that's seasonable for this time of the year under a mix of sun and clouds. Saturday, Sunday, we are back into those lower 90s under mainly sun-filled skies. So we just got to get through today and tomorrow with that storm threat. Now we're looking at a very dry weather pattern and also temperatures at least close to or just a little bit below normal for this time of the year.
Tutoring can be expensive, but one student-run organization is pairing learners with tutors for free. And this is so parents don't have to pinch pennies for their students to get to the top of their class. We have DC News Now's Haley Mylon. She's stretching your dollar.
Asini, thank you so much for joining us. Tell me, what is the mission of Connect Me?
Yeah. So our mission statement is to give back and support our community as volunteers with a passion for tutoring and mentoring. But really what that means is that we want to provide every student in America with free tutoring that is tailored to their needs in whatever subjects they need support in, as well as supporting our tutors. Our entire organization is 100% student run.
And for you at such a young age to be doing this, you're a junior in high school, to understand the impact of free tutoring. We talk all about saving money here. That's pretty big. Does it give you peace of mind knowing that kids don't have to go to their parents saying, hey, I need you to shell out for me to catch up in school?
I mean, I was that kid, right? I needed tutoring, and it was, I felt so bad about it because I was like, oh my gosh, I don't want them spending like $50. It was like some absurd number. And so this gives a way for them to support their student and support their educational journey without, it being like a financial burden on them. I love that we're able to be this option for families.
Hasini Anand, the president of Connect Me, thank you so much. Not only are you helping kids catch up in school, get those good grades, you're stretching parents' dollars. We appreciate that. Thanks so much for joining us.
Of course, thank you for having me.
All right, check it out. It's the last day of Pride Month, and Silver Spring is celebrating the end of the month with Pride in the Plaza. The parade taking place yesterday at Veterans Plaza, and this year's theme was "We will not be silenced, we will not be erased." The event features performances and a Pride mini ball, also a marketplace, and free STI testing. And if you're unfamiliar with the Savannah Bananas, you can kind of think of them like the Harlem Globetrotters of baseball. DC News Now's Ben Dennis had the chance to cover the team as they came to Nats Park this weekend.
From behind the dugout and into the nosebleeds, fans yelling in yellow for a quirky bunch of baseball players known as the Savannah Bananas. 2-hour comedy show of sport fueled by hot dogs, popcorn, beer, and
ball, all the cool catches. Just to see them do the funny dances.
I don't really care about the baseball part. I just want the fun part.
A 2-night stint in D.C. comes after the team's inaugural visit last year. The Bananas, 10 years old, born out of Georgia, and now the anchor of an expanding baseball event franchise that's only adding more teams.
Originally, we were going to invite them all down to Savannah to come see the Savannah Bananas, but too many people wanted to see them in Savannah, so we came to D.C.
Pilgrimage!
That's right.
Before the first pitch, the players behind the Potassium peeled into the community, visiting Children's National Hospital to visit young patients and add smiles. Pre-game shenanigans also pumping up a crowd of all ages. Friday's turnout for an exhibition team, the envy of some major league franchises during the regular season, a 2-night sellout.
Oh, just having fun, just having a good time.
That looks like so much fun there. All right, so that's all the time we have for you this morning on DC News Now. Be sure to stick around for more news and weather coming up on the news at noon.